Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'll just take a moment to pull the website up. If Google wants to come up tonight. There it goes. Okay, so this is the main page of our new city website. You'll see some features that are very similar to those you've seen in the past, especially our categories. Along the top, if you look, government services, residents, businesses, business, and how do I are some of the things that are very familiar from the previous site. Each of those has an opportunity. This is where it starts to get a little bit different, but we have a much larger menu between each of those that shows you exactly what's in those categories. As we've worked through our website, for instance, government, if you open this mega menu, as it's called, on the first day, Record Center was on the far right, City Commissions was listed first, and from the feedback we've gotten, it's been a very simple task to just simply rearrange those things so that they make more sense. Under Record Center, that was what we called our old category for minutes and meeting videos and all of those types of things. We still have those things here. Your agendas and minutes are right at the top. Your meeting videos are here. And then, of course, ordinances, press releases, public hearing notices, all those types of things that our city clerk oversees are listed right there. And I'll jump back out a second. These are the new things you'll see. Speaking of agendas and minutes, for instance, this bottom bar here stays in place as you scroll, as do those top menus. So you have the opportunity to go right to things if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Jen, can I ask a question?
Please do.
Take that off. Go back to the regular screen itself, would you please? You see that little black verb up there, so that box says I'm looking for?
Yes.
I think that was confusing for some folks. I know the first time I got on that, I was thinking maybe you were looking for something other than this website. And I think, could you explain that for a few minutes?
Certainly.
And tell folks?
Yeah, it's an enhanced search feature for the website. So anything you type in here, for instance, the poverty on the Palouse is something that we did just last week. If you start typing, it'll pre-populate those things to show what's available on the website that's related to the term you're searching for. The I'm looking for, that's interesting though, if it could easily say something as search here. It could be a little bit more obvious. These are some of the things that we can do to help with that. So that's a very good point. But we'll also be in anything that's typed into this box that anybody searches also factors into our analytics. And so we can see exactly what people are looking for. One of the trends we've been looking at over the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks that we've had this up and running is careers rate really high, apply for job. We have a couple of zoning. Zoning was one search term, planning and zoning was another. So it's interesting to see those. And of course, we only have one or two of each as we're going forward. But as we notice those trends, we can then adapt the front page, the main page here to find exactly, or to put exactly what people are looking for front and center. So, but yeah, that I'm looking for, that makes, yeah, I could see how that would throw someone off. So these are some of the things we can look at with the website. So.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm glad you pointed out that search bar. I should have stopped there before I went to the gray bar at the bottom. Again, we've got agendas and minutes down here. Citizen request is a new feature of the website. This is not something we've done before. When you click on citizen request, you have the opportunity to report. We've referred to it as we've been in development as reporting a pothole. If there's some other issues that street lights out, there's snowplow categories, and these we can adapt to whatever the request may be and are continuing to build that out. Register for recreation takes you straight to Parks and Rec for programming or facilities. I gotta get the address off of there. Apply for jobs, it's our #1 search term both on the old site and so far on this site as well. So apply for jobs is front and center. And then also pay utility bills. Some of those things that residents may be coming to the page to do on a regular basis, we tried to put front and center so they can get right in there and do what they'd like to do. Yeah.
Well, when I was on it today, and you can like personalize your experience. Mm-hmm. And have you had anybody do that yet?
We've got several people who have signed in to create accounts.
Yeah.
Also not a feature that was available on the old website. You can register to do different things such as notify me. I'll scroll down to our news site. Let me have you look at this for just a moment, and then we can talk about the features.
Okay.
For instance, press releases here. These are all of our current press releases: Polar Walk, Love Your Farmer, Love Your Food, our Latah County Health and Wellness. This scrolls, so if we have a really busy news week, we can continue to add some things here. And it goes in a circle, so it's never has a blank page, which is fun. Utility billing newsletters. These are these are all of the articles from our most recent utility billing newsletter that went out. We'll continue to populate that as we get more newsletters to actually be the newsletters instead of individual articles. One of the things we're running into is we have so many opportunities to post information. We haven't created information in this way before, so it's just a little bit of a tweak on how we create our information so that we can use it in these multiple platforms. Of course, utility billing newsletters are new as well, so it's nice to be able to feature those.
Before you move on from there, that new website feedback, is that a place for people to submit feedback about the website? or-
There's a link there, yeah, and I'm gonna go to the new website features as well, because it shows some of these things that we're talking about. So stay connected, this gives you an opportunity to, as you sign in, you can register to get updates on various things. Press releases, for instance, is one item. Agendas is probably our most popular item at this moment, has the largest subscription list. Even those utility billing newsletters, we've got a subscription for that, and we sent our first one today to all 13 subscribers. So as we see this used more and more, we'll see those lists start to grow. The other item we have here is a way to check out all of our other social media types of things, just a way to tie it all together in a way that makes sense. And then finally, the website personalization, which Council Member Bonzo said. That's the ability to, are there certain things that you want to see right away? As you sign in, you can pull those onto your dashboard. And so it's kind of creating shortcuts for yourself on the website as you find out how you as an individual want to use the site best. So, a couple of big differences in the features of the website that we have now. We do have our calendar on the front page of the website, so lists out the days of the week with meetings on them. So February 9th, 10th, and 11th, we don't have any meetings on those days, so they don't pop up. We did this so that you don't ever have, around the holidays might be a good example, where you don't see as many meetings. This you can see with the actual items that are coming up. And then we go to the bottom, and this is our footer. This is on every page. It's the direct contact information for us. Intranet and email for city employees, council members. When you're away from the office and you want to look at email, this is where you go to log in. And then some of those other things under helpful links, city code and utility services are there for now. Again, we'll watch that search data and we'll watch what people are clicking through to make sure we're getting them that information as quickly as possible to avoid that any unnecessary searching. So it's all a work in progress. That's the best part about it, is we can update it to meet the needs of what people are actually looking for and information they're trying to get. So, let's see here, I'll go back to the top. So on our main page on the old website, we had one main column on the front where we would put news and information. This will allow us to do a lot more with information. For instance, when construction season starts, one of these tabs will say construction projects, and you can sign up for that notification list. So every time a new project is either updated or a new project is just put online, you'll get a little email or a text that'll tell you, hey, there's a construction project that's beginning here or there. Some of those types of features will be really fun to be able to use to help push out that information. And then under here, again, those mega menus give us a lot more flexibility in putting that information right up front. Whereas we used to have a link to city commissions, now a person who may not even know what a city commission is can look on there and say, oh, it's the Board of Adjustment, it's Farmers Market, all these types of things. Helps give a sense of where you are in the organization. Combine that with the departments that are all listed. That was a feature. We had several listed before. Now we have all of them listed, which I think is helpful. And then over here on the right, we have this, what's called a spotlight, and this we can also change out as well. So we started with our pay my utility bill online, given the new utility bills that have been sent out, wanted to be sure that if people are looking at other options to pay online, that they could find it quickly. But those are things that can easily update as we go. Services, of course, utilities, public safety, permits, those types of things are listed here. Residents, areas to explore. Right now we have our construction projects under residents. It's not a lot of action quite yet with construction projects, so we'll address those in the future as we move on, especially in the coming months. And then some of the business opportunities. We link, working on better linking our economic development to PEP, to Chamber of Commerce, those types of things. And that'll get updated here shortly. And then permits and licenses. Some of those things that business people are looking for on a regular basis are there as well.